Recap in minutes. In today's video, we will be going through an action thriller film entitled 24 Hours to Live. There will be spoilers ahead, chill out and enjoy. In a blink of an eye, a man full of life has been left with 24 hours to live. In the southern part of the African country, there is an endless view of grass and mountains of the Namibian and South African border. Inside one of the convoys, Keith is handcuffed and continuously talking about his life with Red Mountain, his company. Alongside him are full of big guys and an Interpol agent named Lynn. She's the savvy boss of the whole thing. As they approach the border, the truck in front of them suddenly stops. Lynn becomes quickly conspicuous about it, and she's right, an army comes out of the truck and starts to fire on them. Luckily, Lynn is the best sharpshooter and a legit fighter. All their men die immediately, shooting everywhere, and even the enemies are outnumbered quickly. Lynn is shot in her left hand, forbidding her to move fast, but she knows she needs to make Keith safe and alive. Despite having a wounded hand, Lynn intercedes from the driver's seat and drives out of the scene as quickly as possible. Meanwhile, on the other side of the world, on a beautiful beach of Florida Keys in the USA, Travis enjoys welcoming the dusk, sitting around the wooden chairs beside his father-in-law Frank. They celebrate an occasion, but not a happy one, because it's Kate and Adam's first death anniversary, Travis' wife and son. The night arrives, and the two decide to go home. Travis carries Frank in his arms until they reach his house. Frank quickly falls asleep, and Travis goes out to drink more. He goes to the nearby strip club. Travis slowly realizes that men are following him, and he outwits them. He goes to the bathroom, and the two men follow, but to their surprise, Travis is not inside the men's restroom but in the women's. Travis grabs a steel and puts it in the door to lock the men inside. He then grabs a powder, lights it up, and throws it inside. The smoke exhausts the men. They can't stop coughing and begging for help. Travis pulls out the steel, and the men confess they are from the Red Mountain. One of them says that the Red Mountain wants Travis back, but he refuses. When Travis returns to the bar, he sees his old friend from the Red Mountain, Jim. He is a former assassin, Travis' best friend, and now a handler. They talk for a while, and Jim tries to convince Travis to return to work because Travis has been on a hiatus since his family died. Jim introduces Keith to Travis, their high-profile target and a former colleague. Jim offers $1 million a day to Travis to get to work. He's then in. Travis rides the night with Jim and discusses the plan, and they are flying him to Hong Kong, where Lynn lives. In Hong Kong, Lynn calls her young son named Christopher. He lives with his grandmother alone. The next morning, Travis disguises himself and knocks on the door of Lynn's apartment. He introduces himself as an old friend of Lynn from Oxford. He chats with the grandmother and Christopher. He then grabs the young boy's bag and successfully gets his phone. Travis discovers Lynn is flying back to Hong Kong that night, so he grabs the quickest flight to Cape Town, South Africa, where Lynn is currently located. In Cape Town, Travis continues his disguise until he sits beside Lynn. He calls Red Mountain to cancel Lynn's flight so that he can persuade her more. After some chit-chat, Travis asks her to dinner, and she agrees. They are together until the night and share a hotel bedroom. The next morning, while Lynn is taking a shower, Travis plans to kill her. He is holding his gun and just ready to shoot any time. But then he realizes Christopher is waiting for her back home. His guilt and conscience rises in him. He then grabs a quick call to Jim outside the hotel. All of a sudden, Lynn is holding Travis' gun and pointing it at him. She commands him to get on his knees, but when he does, he quickly rolls down the car. They chase each other, and the civilians run out of the scene. Unimaginably, despite Travis being the best assassin of the Red Mountain, Lynn corners him and shoots him straight in the chest, and he dies. Travis realizes the blood is coming out of his chest, then the next thing he sees is the happy memories of his family before. He's happy to see Kate and Adam again, touching and hugging them for real. Travis misses them so much. But those flashbacks are not meant to be enjoyed because he wakes up from his deathbed. He screams at the top of his lungs, and the doctors and nurses try to calm him down. Helen, the doctor, successfully gets his senses back. In the corner of the room, Jim is standing and looking at his friend returning to life. Jim explains how Travis comes back to life again. He says that the Red Mountain has been doing this procedure for a long time, experimenting on bringing back life, but only for one thing: they only have 24 hours left to live. There's a timer attached to Travis' wrist, and his 24 hours starts. Then Wetzler arrives, the big boss behind the Red Mountain. He asks Travis where Keith's location is and expresses his deepest disappointment with Travis' work. Wetzler gives the job to Jim instead, and Jim is surprised because he doesn't want to do the wet work again, but he doesn't have a choice, or his family will be killed. When Wetzler left, Jim told the doctors to kill Travis, and then he left too. Helen prepares the syringe and tries to give it to Travis. When he becomes aggressive, he kills everyone except Helen. Travis grabs Helen out of the room and hostages her. The rest of the guards start to shoot him, and he kills them all. But after some time, he starts hallucinating Adam, and Helen explains that it's the side effect of the procedure. Travis frees Helen. A taxi is parked just outside the pier. Travis threatens to kill the driver, and steals it. On the other hand, Keith is doing an interview, recording himself. A whole production team is in a big room of a hotel, listening to his story. Keith confesses what he knows about Red Mountain's dark secrets. He expresses the inhumane treatment of Wetzler with people. Since Red Mountain wants to make a procedure of bringing life back to people, they will take random people and kill them. The doctors would examine the bodies and leave them to rot. Until one day, Keith and other colleagues discover the basement where all the dead are piled up to one another. Then Wetzler commands them to put all the bodies into one dump site and burn it. It gave him trauma and the realization Keith had to step back from the Red Mountain. That's why he's been targeted. As he explains more details to the interviewer, Lynn roams around the room and peeks outside the window. She quickly realizes that there's a sniper from the building on the other side of the street. She didn't know that the sniper was Jim. She warns everyone to get down when she sees it, but it's too late. Jim shoots the interviewer and other civilians. Lynn goes after Keith and protects him, but before leaving the room, Keith takes the camera's memory card. Then Jim radioed his colleagues to enter the building. After a few minutes, Lynn and Keith are chased by the Red Mountain, and Lynn kills everybody. Until they reach the exit, Lynn and Keith don't realize that two gunmen are behind them, ready to shoot. But then, the shooters crash when Travis drives over them. Lynn and Keith are both surprised and hesitant to go inside the car, but then they must escape, so they follow him. Jim is very disappointed to know that Travis is now helping the target. Travis drives the taxi he stole as fast as possible because everyone else is after them. The Red Mountain is in a rage and is vigorously shooting them. It's teamwork for the three. Travis is driving, Lynn is shooting, and Keith is just ensuring he's alive. Unfortunately, after a long run of chasing, Keith gets shot by Jim. He's not dead at the scene, but they still manage to go to a beach. Keith dies at the shore where they stopped, and Lynn sees the memory card in his hands and grabs it. Back in the Red Mountain headquarters, Jim is unsatisfied with his mission. He calls Wetzler and informs him that the mission is incomplete. Wetzler is very frustrated. One guy enters the room and gives the camera, but to Jim's surprise, there's no memory card. He believes that he messed up and he's dead when Wetzler finds out about it. Jim asks his men to go to Hong Kong and they take Christopher. Then Jim calls Lynn and informs her of what they did. Lynn is on her knees as she hears the terrible news. Travis tries to comfort her and negotiate with Jim over the phone. Jim wants the memory card in exchange for Christopher, and they will meet up. Before executing the plan, Travis takes Lynn to the old headquarters of Red Mountain and takes her to his office. It's in a secluded area, and Travis' office is secret. Travis takes all the ammunition he left and prepares everything they need, including bombs. After that, Travis and Lynn drive into a slum neighborhood and talk to the head villager, Amal. They ask for his help. Travis also confesses that many people in the village went missing because they were taken away by the Red Mountain and became their lab rats. Amal is furious to hear about it.
With only a few hours to live, Travis meets with the Red Mountain, headed by Z, a gingerhead man who happened to work with Travis before.
Z thinks Travis and Lynn are by themselves, but Travis whistles, and everyone in the village comes out. The Red Mountain boys are shocked because they are outnumbered. While they are discussing, Travis suddenly hallucinates again, and he's on his knees. It's because of the side effects. Then, Z gets pissed and tries to point the gun at Travis' head. Then suddenly, Amal shoots Z, and the commotion begins. The villagers have few handmade weapons, but they fight with the Red Mountain as much as possible. Meanwhile, the Red Mountain shoots rapidly at them and kills almost everyone. Lynn is scared because Christopher might die because of the shooting, but Travis knows that the Red Mountain will not bring the hostage into the exchange. However, two cars try to flee, but one of them gets bombed by the villagers. Then Travis and Lynn take another vehicle to chase after the one that gets away. As they chase the car, the Red Mountain is disadvantaged because they don't know the area. They keep shooting at one another until the driver of the Red Mountain dies. Luckily, Christopher is inside, and he reunites with his mother. With only 36 minutes left to live, Travis decides to take hostage one of the Red Mountain's boys, and he commands him to bring him to the headquarters to do his final revenge. They successfully arrive at the headquarters, and the whole building is alerted because they are at risk. Jim is in Wetzler's office, and they are looking at the CCTV cameras, trying to stop Travis. Wetzler threatens Travis that they will kill Frank if he does not stop, but Travis refuses to back out. But then he keeps calling Frank to warn him, but the old man is not answering. Wetzler commands everybody to prepare, and while everyone is in their positions, Travis still drives into the building and wrecks the lobby area. The men are searching the car, but Travis is a great guy and is not inside anymore. Meanwhile, in the Florida Keys, two men go inside Frank's house to kill him. To their surprise, they can't find the old man, and Frank outwits them, and kills them. Back in the headquarters, the men are surprised when they see that Travis's car is full of bombs inside. They panic, but it's too late, the headquarters are into pieces, and many men are dead. Jim prepares to protect Wetzler, and they are frightened because Travis might go there any time. After a few minutes, they hear lots of commotion noises, indicating that Travis kills all the people that go in his way. Travis finally reaches Wetzler's office, and he only has less than 10 minutes to live. Travis doesn't kill Wetzler immediately, but he fights people first. He is wounded by one of the guards, which makes him weaker, and his body is full of blood. With only two people, Travis has guns in both of his hands, and Jim is on the other side drinking wine while Wetzler is lying on the ground but still breathing. Wetzler confesses that Jim is the one who killed Kate and Adam, and it breaks his heart. Jim explains that his family would be killed if he didn't kill them. He doesn't have a choice either. Travis asks Jim to stop the sniper they send after Lynn and Christopher. So Jim does the right thing, he stops it. Travis has only 1 minute left to live, and he's weaker. He can't kill Wetzler anymore. But Jim grabs the gun, and he replaces Travis in the position. He is now pointing the gun at Wetzler. Another set of Red Mountain men goes inside, and they warn Jim to stop his plan. But Jim shoots and kills Wetzler, and the Red Mountain also kills him. Travis falls asleep, and he sees Adam again. The young boy is happy to see his father, while Kate hugs Travis tightly. They are a family at last. But in the end, Travis wakes up and is not dead yet. Subscribe for more videos, and click the notification bell for updates. Thanks for watching.